Hi guys, John here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So last time what did we do? We did a couple of missions, side missions. We rescued a guy's brother who'd been in the battle. We exorcised a noon wraith from a well that was stopping people from getting clean water, and we got a lead about Yennefer. The Nilfgardian commander has told us that he will tell us where she is if we kill the Griffin that we encountered at the beginning. So we spoke to the hunter that found some of the bodies that had been of the people that had been killed by the Griffin, and he took us to where he found the bodies, and we tracked it, and it turns out the Griffin is on a bit of a rampage because the soldiers had killed its mate. So now we are on our way to the herbalist, who will know where to find a particular herb, buckthorn,
Kings do the fighting,
in order to lure the Griffin into a trap. And I said at the end of the last episode that I was going to sell a load of stuff at the merchants and the blacksmith in White Orchard, and then see what we could buy. I did that offline. The only thing I got was a saddle for a roach. It's the only thing I could afford, quite frankly. Speak of the devil, oh, it's not that far actually. I won't bother him. He's put her, rather. Roach is a her, right? Roach is a she. I think canonically Roach is a she. Anyway, she's probably busy eating, so I'll let her have her meal this time. Oh, hang on.
What now, you piece of filth?
Stay there, don't look. Surprise! Now, the herbalist isn't that far away, she's up here somewhere. The good thing about it is she's put her, there she is, that's her house there. She's put it in a really good spot for a herbalist because there's stuff all over the place. There's loads of it. I'm not even going to try and pick it all out, but we'll get some of the obvious bits, if for no other reason than because we can sell it back to her. You know, I'm not going to tell her that it's her herbs we've taken, mine. That would just be silly, wouldn't it? I don't know what's in that bottom crate, but I've never been able to loot it. I've tried angles and all sorts. Nothing. Yes, I'm going to empty her garden and sell that back to her as well. Nothing personal, just business. It's a bit daft really, because why would she buy, was it Molly arrow off of me when she knows she's got a garden of it out the back? Well, as far as she's aware, she's got a garden of it out the back anyway. I'm not going to tell her that it's empty. Right, that's enough of that. Let's go in.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Did Griffin do that?
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
I could try to help her.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
I've got a potion that could help Lena. I think you've got to give her a chance to live. If we know we could have done something and we didn't, I mean, that would just make us feel guilty.
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately. But I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
Can't argue with
I
that.
like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
Thank you. I'm looking for buckthorn.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the Griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a Witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a Griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars... something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
No, I wouldn't read too much into that. Nilfgaard values order.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the Griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Alright, calm it down with the flirting, Geralt. We ain't got time for this. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought we'd done that one. Right, let's have a look, see what did she give us before we talk to her again. 50 crowns. Venom extract? Okay. Cursed oil manuscript. Twice, apparently. And a book. Oh, what we got here? Of Sweat and Blood. Bestiary entries added. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. A veil hangs between the world men see and the one they cannot. This veil blocks the dead from the view of the living, and the living from the view of the dead. Some mages can break through this veil and communicate with the dead, or else summon them to the world of the sun for short periods of time. This is the art known as necromancy. The dead can also break through the veil and enter the world of the living on their own. Yet unlike the necromancers, in doing so they are not driven by reason and will, but by a thoughtless, irrational need. This need arises from powerful emotions such as regret, longing, or wraith. Very often these emotions gain their power by being invested in a material object by the dead individual while he or she still knew life. The objects most frequently so endowed: wedding rings, favourite toys, or the instrument used for the crime which sent the returned individual to the other world in the first place. Any other gifts? Ah, okay, so these are the entries that were opened up. Beast, Night Wraiths and Plague Maidens. Let's have a quick look at them. Okay, Night Wraiths. Night Wraiths exude this immense sadness, this helpless wrath. I fear them, same as anyone, but most of all I feel sorry for them. Aileen Altspar, Elven Trobowitz. Compared to other creatures of the night, catacomb, nukarats and werewolves for example, Night Wraiths and their rarer cousins Dusk Wraiths might not seem all that dangerous. After all, one might ask, how much harm could a pale withered woman in a tattered dress do? The answer? Quite a bit. Instead of finding this out the hard way, avoid crossing fields and meadows at night at all costs. Like moon wraiths, night wraiths are only found in rural areas. Travellers fall victim to them most often, but if legends are to be believed, they also sneak into huts at times and murder peasants in their sleep. When they attack, night wraiths remain immaterial for most of the time, meaning physical blows pass right through them. They only take on more tangible form for the brief moments in which they strike. When weakened, they will create several projections of themselves, which cannot attack directly, but act as transmitters of sorts, through which the night wraith can sap her victim's vital energy. Night wraiths can turn immaterial and are at such times very difficult to wound. In order to force one to take on corporeal form, trap it with the Jurden sign, or hit it with the blast of a moon dust bomb. Don't think we've got moon dust bombs yet. Do not believe the old wife tales and think yourself completely safe from night wraiths during the day. They appear under the light of the sun as well, but are much weaker than after dusk? Right, okay, I know what you meant to say. Plague maidens. These all look very similar. Patients seem to have hallucinations of a woman covered in scabs and boils with rats scurrying about all around her. These ravings subside after an administration of henbane and poppy extract. So the ravings subside after they get high. That's what you try to tell me. Joachim von Gratz notes Vilmerius Hospital in Novigrad. When a plague ravages a region, a spirit will sometimes walk its lands, a ghost resembling an ill woman whose flesh rots off her bones and in whose wake crawls a cavalcade of rats. No one knows whether this spirit brings the pox with her or is merely drawn to it like a moth to a light, yet it is certain that she delights in dealing pain and suffering, in hearing the howling and moaning of men. Many have called into question the very existence of plague maidens, or pesti as they're sometimes called. Only 2 sightings of such a creature have ever been recorded, both during times of raging epidemic. As the name Plague Maiden suggests, these wraiths take the appearance of females, though exactly why that is remains a mystery. Some speculate they, like other such spectres, arise from the powerful emotional charge associated with certain circumstances of death, such as death preceded by a long and particularly painful illness. Not much is known about how to fight a Plague Maiden, though one can assume they possess many traits in common with other phantoms and wraiths. They undoubtedly pose a great danger, though a witch's immunities should at least prevent him from catching the contagious illnesses they carry. So there you go, we'll keep an eye out for them. What else can we say to you? Ah yes, oh no, let's do this first. What's your story?
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslav. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word, gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Apparently, Mother Neneke and Elanda are people, well, it's a person and a place that you encounter in the previous game. But having never played the previous games, I wouldn't know. Now, Claire was the woman who eventually became the Wraith, the devil in the well, that we got rid of in the last episode. And Ordelan, I think his name was, the guy that issued the contract, said that the herbalist had mentioned a Claire before, so that's why this question's come up. You ever know a woman named Claire?
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarrelled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family, moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The Lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the Lord's son, Florian. Something that made the Lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
'Tis so in every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a bit of solace.
Yeah, so Florian was the Lord's son who was secretly gay and had an affair with the hunter. Do you know what? It's all very convoluted in this tiny little village. So she's given us loads of herbs and stuff this time, man. That could come in handy. Actually, before we talk to her about selling and buying and selling stuff, let's have a look. She gave us a manuscript for cursed oil, didn't she? Oh, there's... All right. I can't do cursed oil without 2 more wolfsbanes, so maybe we can buy that off of her. But in the meantime, we can have our very first decoction. Significantly limits the duration of knockdown, hypnosis, stun and blindness. The new wave decoction. And we'll get that one next probably. Devil's Puffball Bomb. Raises a cloud of... Did that say raises a cloud of poison? Yeah, raises a cloud of poison when detonated. I won't equip it in my inventory because it doesn't do monster nests. But yeah, good. It will come in handy at some point, no doubt. Right, so do you sell wolfsbane before I go off and find some buckthorn? Got any herbs for sale? Herbalist?
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
Right, what can I sell you? Rather than herbs. I mean, obviously we're going to sell you herbs. I seem to remember seeing... You can have that. You can have some of them. Because we're going to get loads of those anyway. And you can have that. And you seem to like these. I seem to remember seeing a notice about them. You don't want my junk. That's fine. Keep 10 of each of these and sell you the excess. You haven't got a hell of a lot of money, but considering how much these things cost, you've got enough to cover you here today, I think. Going to completely sidestep the part where most of these came from your garden. Especially this. I think this is the molly arrow, isn't it? Yeah. That never happened, if anyone asked. I'll keep the alkahest because... because we need that for meditation. That'll do. What have you got for sale? No, I'm going to bypass those two because I think we find them out in a while anyway. Troll decoction, we'll buy that. Oh, no, wait. Damn it.
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
Forgot to buy wolfsbane. Okay, so let's pin this and then skip over to the shop, and then wolfsbane should be highlighted. There it is on the right. 2 please, Bob. Okay, now we go back to alchemy and we should be able to make it. Excellent. That'll do.
Farewell.
Thanks for that. It's another oil in our pouch. Let's go and get this buckthorn. I can hear the wolves, but I can't see the wolves. So they're over there. Well, there's at least one over there. Seems to be the only one. Maybe it's the only one left. Now, if memory serves, buckthorn. Hang on. In fact, forget memory serving. Let's just look. Buckthorn was an ingredient in one of the potions as well, wasn't it? Yeah, killer whale. I need 6 of them. I don't know how many I need for the Griffin, but there you go. There's a whole cluster down there. We'll get as many of those as we can. And dive. See if we can get these in one go. Okay. Looks like I only need the one for the Griffin. Oops, why didn't I pick that up? So I only need 7 in total then. How many is that? That's about 4, isn't it? Keep going till we run out of breath just to be on the safe side. Only 3 more in this particular area anyway. Excellent. Surface. Quickly. Quicker.
Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
So I guess this is where we kill the Griffin. Oh, this is where we did the pan contract. Did she clear the body out? She didn't. I wonder how long that stays there. Probably got her pan back and then just did a runner. Oh, I appear to have... an ability point to put up that I didn't do. There you go, let's fix that one. Not sure when that happened.
Does the sun ever shine in this land?
Vesemir, where are you?
Good man.
There he
Whose
is.
field is that, the other side of the river?
By the wood, boy in clinics. Good lad, Master Witcher. Though he...
Yes. This boy, will he venture out to inspect his grain anytime soon?
What for?
Should hope not,
Harvest
it's
is a
20
long way
past
off yet.
midnight. Well, I've got an update for you, mate.
Yes. What is it, Wolf?
Been on the path for half a year now, apparently.
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Near a century old, wow. Anyway, getting back on topic, I've accepted a contract for the Griffin.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from 2 witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Before we answer that, I don't think Captain Peter Saar something actually knows that there are 2 witches. He's only aware of Geralt. I don't think Geralt ever mentioned Vesemir to him. So, I've got some info on the Griffin.
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
Well, you say that, but on the silver lining side of the equation, if they hadn't done it, you'd have 2 Griffins to deal with, wouldn't you? I got some buckthorn.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor, hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
Everything's ready. Time to set the trap.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
To prepare to fight the Griffin, brew the Thunderbolt potion. Let's have a look. Navigate to the alchemy panel. Alright, tutorial on alchemy that we've been doing all the time up until now. Create an item. You need the right ingredients. Here you can find a description of the item you created. Items you can create are divided into categories. Select the formula for the Thunderbolt potion, which I happen to have all the ingredients for. Endrega embryo. Why would I? Okay. Press X to create an item. In order to use an item during gameplay, it must first be equipped using the inventory panel. Use L1 and R1 to select the inventory panel. Oh, sorry. You have a Witcher potion, but in order to use it, you must first equip it. Yada yada yada. Okay. I'm gonna put it in place of that for now. Now you can use this potion during gameplay. Press up to activate the potion in the first slot and down to activate the potion in the second slot. I'm also going to put this there. They're the chicken legs that the innkeeper gave us, and they're kind of, you can't sell them, so you might as well eat them first, get them out of the way. Now the Griffin comes as a hybrid, and I don't think we have hybrid oil yet, do we? Spectre, Necrophage, Beast and Cursed. So we're going to have to do this without an oil, but we can use the Thunderbolt potion and we have got our signs, so we should be okay. Oh, there goes Vesemir. Faster than old boy. Bloody hell, I don't think we're going to be able to catch him, he's that fast. I just see him cut across here. Yep, there he goes. A lot quicker going the way we did.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Sure, why not?
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
You might be getting ahead of yourself, the pair of you.
It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait. Take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
Took you for a traditionalist.
A witcher with a crossbow? We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
You started the conversation, mate.
Watch out!
Yeah, I want to access my crossbow. Press R1 to let loose a bolt from your crossbow. Ooh, I think I got him. Or did he get me?
Damn! It's fast!
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Hey, hey, hey!
It's about to dive!
Oops. Oh, he got me. Come on, come here.
Don't let it get away!
Oh, really? Eat one of those chicken legs while you're running. Kids, don't try this at home. When using your Witcher senses, you not only see more but hear more as well. Hold L2 to heighten your senses and determine the origin of distant noises. Or you can just use your eyes and seeds on top of that cliff there. Hill, whatever you want to call it. Hello! Don't look. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Got him. Where are you? Oh, bloody hell. Yes. Job done. Oh look, you just wander up now when it's all finished.
Not bad. Not bad.
Thank you.
Though you could stand to improve some things.
Say what? Like what?
For example,
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious.
It's
But
a
more on that
griffin.
later.
Oh.
Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Really don't think monsters study my attack patterns somehow. Monster brain, griffin feathers, griffin mutagen, griffin trophy. Nice. There's our Griffin trophy on Roach, who suddenly appears. Does that mean I can now create the Griffin decoction? It does not. Why not? I'm missing Dwarven Spirit. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so before we go and hand in our trophy and let the Nilfgardian commander know that we've completed our work, we're going to clear out some more of these question marks. What we're going to do, we're going to run up to here and open the door because it can only be opened from this side. And then I'm going to, there's a signpost on the other side of it. We're going to fast travel down to here, or to the crossroads rather, might be better. We're going to do both of these question marks. We're going to do that question mark, go back through the door that we've opened and do these three. Move our way through the windmill and then up these two and then across. So then all of this side of White Orchard will be completed and all we'll have left is this side, this little bit here. So what was I going to do first? I've completed, there we go. I'm going to go to there.
Hey, yeah.
Let's go! Oh, hang on, got some wild dogs here. Do you know, I didn't once put a shield up while I was fighting that griffin. It didn't occur to me. The horses kill one of the dogs. Wow, good for them. Two of the dogs. Oh, it's good to see they fight back. I wonder if they're as effective against the wolves as well. Oh, look, I just saw I left one behind. Where's the road? Should be up here somewhere. Oh, I didn't put a marker on the road, did I? I put a marker on the destination, so I'm going straight across. There it is, anyway. Right, so here's the door. Cackler Bridge. I don't know why they did it so you can only open it from one side. It's a bit daft. But there you go. Well, I'm just going to leave Roach there for a minute. Consider yourself parks, mate. Don't! The rest of that sentence was going to be, don't fall off the bridge. Oh, man. Oh, how far back is that going to go? Better not be half an hour behind. No, it's going to be back from when we killed the Griffin, isn't it? Effectively. He says, pleading. It should have auto-saved when the Griffin died. So, in which case we just got to do the journey again. Yep. Except the fact I'm roachless this time for some reason. Didn't even ask you to turn up last time, you were just there. Wait, where did Vesemir go? Ugh. Hate it when people disappear like that. It's very creepy. Right, let's head for the road this time.
That's it, Roach.
No, not willing to go down a drop that deep. Fine. Let's let you loose a bit. Blow off some steam. There's the road. Ooh, wow, that was close. And there's the door. Okay, let's try this again. This time we've left plunging. I'm not even going to bother looking this time. I'm just going to go across. Job done. Okay, fast travel sign. Blah blah blah. Can't speak English. Well, I'll mark that, and we'll go to there. Okay, so what have we got? Whoa, wow, what was that? Loot the tree trunk. Fair enough. Didn't know you could do that. Now we've got a bandit camp. Of sorts. Trolls on the bridge.
Blow yourself! Oh, you witch fucker!
What'd you call me? Take that. That chicken sandwich better not be the best thing you were hoarding. Orans and florins. So orans and florins are elements of currency that are redundant at this point in time. But once we get all the way to Novigrad, we can exchange them for currency, and you usually got quite a bit by the time you get to that stage. So it's worth your while keeping hold of them. Not that you can do anything with them anyway, because they're redundant currency, nobody else wants to deal with them. Not surprisingly. What's going on here? There we go. Ghoul nest. We've got an oil for that. Come to daddy. Oh. Ooh. Wow, didn't mean quite so desperately. Oh, crap. Gotcha. Oh, look at the mess. Look at the leg twitching. Oh, that's not nice.
Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
Yep, 2 seconds. I'll be right with you on that. To destroy a monster nest, you need grape shot, salmon, or dancing star bomb. Face the nest, press X to blow it up. And then get the hell out of the way. Wait the flames to die. You have to wait for the flames to die because sometimes there's an additional monster in the nest that, you know, kind of objects to you blowing up its home, which is hardly surprising. But yeah, better safe than sorry. Where are we heading now? Right, so now I'm going to go back to Crossroads and I'm going to fast travel back to Cackler Bridge and do this one here, which I think is another bandit camp. I think. I could be wrong. It's been known. Oops, no, can't fast travel there. We can fast travel there though. Oh, it's a place of power. Oh no, I was totally wrong. Oh Lord, didn't mean to do that. Didn't do that, and then that. Oh, I should probably refresh my necrophage oil. Oh, I had 11 shots left anyway, but whatever. Come on then. Whoa! Quite so fast, thank you. You want to have a go? Jeez. You can't touch this. I really shouldn't go on about my dodging prowess. That's going to come back to bite me sooner rather than later.
Ought to just destroy it.
Get out of the way, get out of the way. There we go. That's an example of what I was talking about. Oh, you didn't get anything from him. Fine. Be like that. Gained an ability point. Which one was that? Quen. My shield sign has been intensified. That's muscle memory fully upgraded, which is good. Right, so now we're going to cross the bridge. We're still going to leave Roach there and we're going to go up here. I think that actually might be a bandit camp. I just keep saying that until it's a bandit camp and then I'll know I was right. There's the bridge. Bye, Roach. Bye, Roach. Oh, what happened here? Forgot how to run then for a second, Geralt. Whoa, there we go. One bandit camp. It's a big one and all. Look at this. Oh, been spotted.
Terminator! Go with your son's eyes!
Oh, we got a shieldy bloke. Oh, hang on. Get rid of him first. Say bye-bye.
Witchcraft!
Yeah, I suppose that's one way of describing it. Let's just make sure there's no one straggling around down here. No, apparently not. Okay, so we can loot with impunity. Alright, let's deal with the bodies first. Cool. Okay, now we deal with the parcels. Oh, Dwarven Spirit. We needed that for the Griffin decoction. There we go. Taking damage raises damage resistance up to an upper limit for the remainder of the fight. Lasts 1,800 seconds. Let's take that, because we haven't taken a decoction yet. We've only got the 2, mind, but that one actually has an effect. I have to meditate to replenish it. It lasts for, didn't mean to do that, or that. Try that again. There we go. It lasts for half an hour. Game time, real time. So that's good. I have to climb over these to get to the other ones. Apparently I do. And again, from all angles. Soaked letter. To His Excellency Velerad, Lord Mayor of Vizima. Your Excellency, we can wait no longer. The scouts say the Black Ones are already readying their siege equipment. If you wish to escape with your life, please present yourself at the Vizima Temple Quarter sewer entrance tomorrow at the crack of dawn. There is not much room on the boat, so take with you only your closest family and most valued treasures. I shall provide a few men to act as a guard, but not too many, for I do not wish to attract unwanted attention. We shall sail through Blacksoul, Stonemoor, White Orchard and Chask. From there we will continue on horseback, Yannick Dellen. P.S. Do not tell anyone about your flight. We do not wish to arouse panic. Well, you didn't... I mean, if this is any indication, somebody said something because you didn't get all the way, did you? I assume these guys down here are bandits that robbed you in the first place and not members of your official guard. So when I say bandit camp, this isn't actually a bandit camp, it's a traveller's camp that's been taken over by bandits. Subtle difference, but nevertheless, just making the point. Man, I'm going to have loads to sell when I get back to White Orchard, which is great, because I need to buy loads. Next time we go back to White Orchard, it should. Will it be the last time? Now, I might go there and sell up before mopping up the question marks on the west side, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Hang on a minute, am I doing this right? Yep, okay. Oh, I think there's a couple of wolves over there. Yep, not wrong. I see you over amongst the trees there. So strongly suggest you guys keep your distance.
Strange.
What's so strange about a dead body around here? It's part of the course, isn't it? Oh,
That stench.
told you to keep your distance. And you notice how my dodging didn't do me any favours then. Spy's notes. 15th day of observation, 23rd of Burke. Back in the camp, brought in heaps of plunder, mostly armour and weapons, but this time a sealed chest too. Towards dusk, a man delivered rations of food and drink. 16th day of observation, 24th of Burke. Messenger arrived in the camp before dawn, caused quite a stir. They immediately organised a group to transport the chest. After dusk, I'll try to track down where they carried it to. 17th day of observation, 25th of Burke. Didn't move the case that far away, just to the abandoned hut near the old mill. Set up a watch, so I wasn't able to get closer. 18th day of observation, 26th of Burke. Every man in the camp has been drinking since yesterday afternoon. If we attack now, we'd obliterate them. Too bad the commander only sent one man, me, to this outpost. I'll try to sneak in tonight. If fortune smiles on me, perhaps one man will be enough. So one man would be you, would it? I know everyone's trying to get by as best they can in the threat of war and everything like that, but you know, some people are just dumb. There's no other word for it, really. You're never going to survive if you're not smart. Or at least cautious. Oh, hang on. Speaking of caution. Oh, hang on, is that a wolf there? Whoops. They don't like attacking if you know they're coming. Looks like another abandoned camp. I must remember to go through my inventory before I start selling stuff off and make sure, see if I've got any upgrades first. The amount of times I've found out I've got a sword that's better than the ones I've got and I'm just about to sell it. And you have to come out of the merchant's menu to go into your inventory and change it and then go back again. Scrawled notes. Let's have a look at that. Things are going better and better for us. We've pitched camp in the heart of the forest near the old mill and have already done quite nice for ourselves. Folk are poor, so they say, but squeeze them and something always pops out. Sack of grain here, few crowns there. Not bad for easy work, certainly better than the army. At least we've got something to fill our bellies, and the risk that we'll pay for all this with and the risk that we'll pay for all this with our lives, well, it's still less than we were charging the Nil Cent Natalis' orders. I assume that means something to people. So basically, they'd rather be bandits than risk their lives in the war with a commander. Twisted logic, it seems, but there you go. Well, let's go back to this mill that everyone keeps mentioning. I knew we'd be going back there. I knew there's stuff there. Everyone seems to be using it as a focal point, as a hideaway for their ill-gotten gains. So here we are. I don't suppose the Griffin corpse is still there, is it? Nope. Nope, that's disappeared. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. So there's that. There's the chest over here. Didn't seem to have anything important in it. And there's this. I need... oh, I've got no bombs left. Okay. I'll have to meditate at some point. Enhanced saddle. I wonder if that's better than what we've got. Leshen decoction. Scribbled document. Let's have a look at that. Can we have a look at that, please? Completing quests accidentally now. Here we go. Himmy. No wonder we're losing this war with cowardly cunts for soldiers. All it took was a few arrows and a wallop of the mace for seasoning, and that was that. Battle was over and the whole convoy was ours for the picking. Maybe they were having such a hard time of it because of all that vodka they were carrying. Our brave warriors must have taken a sip from time to time with obvious results. When you're seeing double, it's damned hard to hit your target. Take everything we gathered to the cubby, then fence it quick as you can. Except that showy parade shite. You'll have to bury or burn that. I reckon someone might recognise the insignia and then there'll be trouble. Caius. Let's have a look at our inventory and see if we have got any upgrades now. Wow, look at all this. We haven't been close to reaching capacity either, so... Alright, so we're okay on weapons. Ooh, +6 on the boots, we'll have that. +1, +2, +2. Which one's in the better condition? This one. Have that as well. What about these gloves? These level 4 for them. They're +3. Fantastic. Okay, good. Next. Now, if this is what I think it is, I think there's two things. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, two things. First of all, we're going to need our spectre oil. And secondly, I think we're going to find our other Viper School sword diagram here as well. This is a nice little note. Here lieth the mortal remains of Florian Verres, who died childless in the flower of his youth, stricken by apoplexy while hunting. One way of putting it. May Middleslade forgive him his sins against nature and its laws. So that would be the Lord's Son that everyone kept talking about. Funnily enough though, the Lord himself doesn't appear to have a shrine.
Magic. A place of power.
Oh, you didn't mean to do that. I meant to do... Oh crap, now I'm done. Hold it, you back off. A minute. Damn it. There we go. Oh, why are you not going? Okay, Mr. Yoden, you. Where are you? Oh, coward. Right, so for this one, I'm going to go into the delusion area because that's going to come in handy sooner rather than later. Igni sign intensified. Good, good, good. Where are you? Gotcha. Wraiths. Finish all your business before you die. Bid your loved ones farewell. Write your will. Apologise to those you've wronged. Otherwise you'll never truly leave this world. Poorly Vicar, peasant healer, advice to a dying man. Clerics and scholars are forever debating whether spirits do in fact journey to another world after death, one where eternal joy or suffering awaits. Both groups agree, however, on what happens to spirits who, for one reason or another, remain in our world after their body breathes its last. They transform into wraiths. To hear their mournful howls, one can surmise this is not a fate to be envied. Yeah, I can imagine. Let's have a look around here while we're here. Couple of bodies. Here's a couple more. These are the ones we're looking for. Not him so much, but this one. There's our silver sword diagram. Letter from Witcher Colgrim of the Viper School. If you remember, Colgrim was the guy who was accused of stealing a beekeeper's son. Even though he was innocent, he decided to take trial by combat or something like that, and was supposed to clear this crypt out of wraiths and died while he was here. To Ivar Evil Eye, Master Witcher of the Viper School. I've now found all the legendary diagrams once belonging to our order. Certain complications have arisen, however. On the way back to our keep, I stopped to rest the night in a village in the Temerian borderlands. The blasted peasants decided to make me into their scapegoat and accused me of kidnapping some beekeeper's brat. They took me into the local lordling's castle for interrogation, during which they found and confiscated one of the diagrams. But do not fear, I will get it back. They did not find the others. I have invoked Temerian common law and demanded a trial by ordeal, instead of submitting to the whims of this baronet. My request was granted, and tomorrow I am to cleanse the baronet's family crypt of wraiths. I expect this will prove little trouble. Perhaps I will already have returned to our keep by the time you receive this letter. Like the furnaces, we'll have some forging to do. Colgrim. Well, I'm not really sure why that didn't work out for you the way you were expecting, Colgrim, but I will put your diagrams to good use.
Magic. A place of power.
Yeah, we already know about that. You're just repeating yourself now, Geralt. So now we're just going to do these two up here. And then we'll travel across the water and go and see Nilfgardian Commander and see what information he's got for us finally.
Strange.
Never noticed that before. I did know you could do that though. Another place of power and another monster nest and another tree trunk. Right, now then, I've got no bombs left, so we're going to have to quickly meditate for an hour. Okay, that will do it. Oh, our decoction's worn off, and so have all our other place of power buffs. Not a lot I can do about that. Those gloves look good. Are they better than what we got? Nope. Let's put our decoction back on. Is it that one? No, it was that one. And we'll put Swallow back. No, I didn't mean to do that. Swallow rather. Back in place of Thunderbolt. Oh, we got an enhanced saddle, didn't we? Was it better than what we've got or the same? Ooh, nice. Nice. Maybe that'll mean we won't have to buy it from the merchant now. I do need necrophage oil on my bloody sword while I'm at it, don't I? Okay, we're ready. Let's go. Ooh, that's close. Two more. Come on. Where are you hiding? I know you're here. I can see you on the... Oh, I wonder if you're in the nest.
Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
Okay, let's destroy the nest
Medallion's
and
humming.
find out.
Place of power. It's gotta be.
Huh. Apparently not, no. I wonder what that spot signifies then. Put it down to a glitch for now. I think that's the last place of power in this area. Oh no, actually, I take that back. There is one more. Anyway, where's let's call Roach. Oh, get out of the tree, you silly horse. That's better. Right, let's go and see this Nilfgardian, see what information he's got for us. Oh crap. Nearly went into... The number on the left of the enemy's health bar shows his level. If it's red or marked with a skull, it means the enemy is much stronger than you. In such cases, it's better to turn back, arm yourself suitably, gain a few levels for engaging this enemy in combat. What prompted that to come up? Gas flames are highly flammable, ignite them and they'll explode in a fiery burst, we knew that. Found that out the hard way, I seem to recall. You two still here?
What the hell is this?
Rye!
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you'll never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
Oh, no, no! By the gods, no!
What's a knout?
What?
No more Captain Nice Guy?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Killed the Griffin.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the Griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Time-constrained options. Some dialogues demand you make a quick decision. Choose your reply before time runs out. Yeah, in this case, I'm going to take it because I need it, but I'm not going to enjoy it. Just so you know. Because you're a git. Which is not the word I was going to use. Oh, look at that. All of a sudden, you're just Nilfgardian officer. How does that feel?
Is it true? Northern women bathe but once every 3 days.
Okay, two things to do before we leave here for good. First of all, we're going to go up here and steal everything he's not looking at us stealing. And we're going to do this. This is petty, but I always do it because that guy just winds me up. And it's strangely satisfying. What can I say? And secondly, and more importantly, get up. You've got a sword to forge.
Are you here to spy or haggle?
Haggle?
Like you to craft something for me.
Should also consider selling you stuff, actually. Oh! No, what am I missing? A silver ingot. Let's see if we can make it. Yes, we can. That was a bit of luck, and now we've got both Viper swords. That is fantastic. Right, let's go to shop. And don't sell him that. Oh, actually, do you know what? Let's
So long.
What did I just say about checking my inventory before I try to sell anything, eh? Well, what we got here? 3% adrenaline point gain, 2% chance to stagger, 2% chance to freeze, 2% chance to cause burning, 2% chance to stun, 2% sign intensity, 2% adrenaline point. I'm going to do 2% chance to stun because we've got 2 of them. And I'm going to sell 2% adrenaline point gain because we have 3% here, so there's no point keeping the 2% one. Does that make sense? Oh, no, put it away, put it away.
Even a very mini store.
Holy crap, that could have gone south really quickly.
Are you here to spy or haggle?
Haggle,
Show me what you're peddling.
seeing as you asked. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to sell you everything. For no other reason than you are swimming in money. Where's that 2%? No, not that one. Yeah, that one. You can have that. Oh, I should use my repair kits before I ask him to repair my stuff. Yeah, you can take those 2 extra saddles. I don't believe I need them anymore. You can take that if you want. I think that's it.
So long.
Right, let's just... I should have done this beforehand as well. 2 amateur weapon repair kits. So I've only got the one. Because the other one's brand new anyway. But what about armor? 98, 77, 73, 78. You go there. That's now on 88, 78, 77. Gloves. Put that on the trousers. Now the repair bill should be significantly less.
Are you here to spy or haggle?
I'd like you to craft something for me.
30. Excellent. See ya.
So long.
Most certainly wouldn't want to be ya.
Barbarians.
Interesting point. You can't actually see where this guy's getting whipped.
Please, no more.
That appears to be a storeroom that you can't get into.
Mercy, please.
You can hear the sounds coming from there, but you can't actually get anywhere near it. I mean, I'm not sure why you would want to, but...
Please, no more. Mercy, please.
Sounds more like more than 15 lashes.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
Okay. So, we're nearly done here. Just got a few more points to clear off the map. I don't know why I went to my inventory. So let's not do that. Now there's a hidden quest here at this little crossroads here, which is what we're going to do next, and then we'll clear out these 3 question marks and this one down here. Come through to the herbalist and sell off any excess herbs we've got. Go to White Orchard and the blacksmith and sell off anything we've acquired since the last time we sold off. Go round to Bram, buy what we need off of him after we've sold to him, and then we will leave White Orchard. Sounds like a lot, but it won't take that long. Especially since we've got Roachy Boy here to take us on our merry way.
We have much work to do here. Quite a lot.
I just called her rather Roachy Boy again, didn't I? Whoops. Oh, look out, get out of the way, you stupid soldier. Here we go.
Hey, help a fellow traveler.
Come on.
What's up, Doc?
What happened?
Monsters. Monsters from the swamp. Folk said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump, I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you... I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me. I beg you.
Sure, I'll find your box.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box.
Use your Witcher senses to find where the cart left the road.
Cart tracks. Rode off into the swamp.
Find the cart, okay. There it is, that's it right in front of us, isn't it?
Here's the cart.
Yep. Oh. You boys going to be a problem. Oh crap, I've hit an explosive barrel. Ooh, wow, that did its job. That was fantastic. Oh, here we go, there's the little box anyway.
Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood. Carts riddled with arrows. Interesting. I should take a look around.
Didn't he say his horse was devoured?
An arrow. Didn't mention this. Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying.
Yeah, sounds like he's lying to me. Oh look, a second horse has suddenly appeared.
Oh, and you find the box?
Yeah, I've seen through your lies though, mate.
Yeah, found your priceless chest. And someone who looks an awful lot like a cart driver, with an arrow through his neck. No dryads in these swamps, and never known a drowner or a water hack to use a bow. So lacking any other suspects, I'm guessing.
Watch out! Behind you!
There's nothing behind me. I'm a witcher, I'd have heard it. Just like I can hear your heart, which is pounding, like a liar's. Best hope you're a better writer than you are a liar.
So he's a liar, is that what you're trying to say, girl? That the man's a liar? Oh, looks like we've got to chase him down. Oh, it does actually say chase down the merchant, fair enough. Knock the merchant off his horse. I'll catch the geezer first. There he is. Let's cut across. We're going to knock him off our horse with our sword, are we? Alright. Oh, I thought I'd missed him then.
Those plums are wreaking havoc on me.
Gotta get him out of here. Wake up. See? Can't run from the truth. Not even on horseback. Now who are you, and why'd you attack that cart?
Private First Class John Giermer, Temerian 6th Division, 2nd Regiment. Disbanded, but still active. Underground, in the woods. That was a medical transport. I'd be damned if it reached the Black Ones. And the medicine, our lads could use it too. We've many ill among us. You let me go, and they might live and fight once more for a free North.
Well, I'm not taking sides in this war, so I will let you go. But I'm not happy about it because the cart driver was innocent even if the destination wasn't.
Fine. Go. And may you and your soldier buddies hiding in the bushes be victorious in your struggle against Nilfgaard.
You've a vile sense of humor. But you're a decent man. Here, the gold I promised. Use it well. Drink to the silver lilies, and to Foltest's memory.
Whoa. Okay, well that's taken us right off course. This is where we need to end up, not where we want to begin. So let's do... let's see if we can circle round to this one first.
Hey-ya!
Which I think is just a hidden treasure in the swamp. Oops. Can't ride through trees, I'm afraid. I appear to have gone straight past it. Where is it? God. Oh, there it is. Oh, we got ourselves a ground as well. Right, stay back, Roach. No, not interested? Fair enough. Hunting trousers, is that it? Roach, you're going to get yourself eaten if you keep wandering off in the swamp like this. Well, that one was nice and easy.
Roach.
Oh crap, nearly rode straight into a bandit camp. Yeah, to you too. You're a bandit, not a pirate. Oops, I'm stuck. Let's go around the outside, shall we? Where's that guy with the bow and arrow? There he is. Ooh, that was messy. Oh, there you are. Is that everything? Nope, there's some more here. That armor looked good. Let's have a look. Yep, only just, but still better. So what we got? Lesser Glyph of Igni, Lesser Glyph of Ard, Lesser Glyph of Yudden. We'll use Yudden. We're not gonna have this armor for very long anyway. Hopefully. That's 2 out of 4 done. Do this one next. Now this one I believe is the last place of power. There it is. We're also being followed. Okay, apparently they don't fancy it. Okay, that's good. The green one. Which one's the green one? Is it Axie? The persuasion one, it is actually, yeah. And that's delusion fully upgraded now, I believe. Excellent.
Come on. Take it easy.
Oh, hello. You're a bit late to the party, aren't you? Well, you were considerably easier than the last one of your brethren we encountered. Get out of the tree, Roach. How many times?
Come on now.
Right, so now we've got to come all the way down here. This is our last question mark in White Orchard. Look how clear that looks. It's beautiful. Then we can just sell up everything and get the hell out of here.
Faster. Slow now. Whoa.
Another abandoned site. Full of ghouls. Let's get the necrophage oil going. Ooh, damn. So busy watching one, I didn't see the other one. Is that all of them? Yep, apparently so. Now before I start looting, this area tends to get you can hear the screams already. For some reason when people come back here they get attacked by wolves. Whoa, wow. I wasn't expecting there to be so many. Is that
Mercy! Mercy! Murder!
Oh, they're not wolves. They are not wolves at all. They're something else entirely different.
That stench.
Don't tend to meet here. Neckers, yeah. Oh, wow. I was not expecting to run into neckers. Okay, let's see what the bestiary says about them. They're ogroids. Take heed, gents, there's neckers under this here bridge. If you will cross at once without slowing or stopping, there's nothing to fear. If your cart throws an axle when you get stuck out there, well, close your eyes and pray to Militale. Kurt Hammerback, city guardsman in Vengerberg. A lone necker is harmless. 5 are dangerous. 10 can kill even a veteran monster slayer. Particularly troublesome are the larger, stronger individuals known as warriors, as well as the rare breed of neckers known as Fukars. There you go. Don't usually encounter them until you're in Velen. I was very surprised to see them in White Orchard. Yeah, you run away. I can hear you screaming, but why are you?
Not bad.
We alright now? Everyone stopped screaming, so...
When I grow up, I want to be a lad.
Oh, I don't have the heart to tell you. Right, let's finally loot these ghouls. if for no other reason than to stop the kids playing outside, messing about with the remains.
Ah.
You know, Witcher, folk can say what they will. Me, I'll never forget what you did for us.
Oh, thank you very much. Anything in here I can borrow?
Trying to grip me.
Okay, who said that? There's no one in here. That's just creepy. Oh.
Where'd you come from?
Let's go and see the herbalist. I think I'm heading in the right direction. Or I could be wrong and be heading in totally the wrong direction. Put your sword away now. You'll be able to run faster. There's an image I didn't need. There we go. I suppose I can loot that. Oh, I can. Unbelievable. The first time I've ever been able to loot that box. It might be the first time I've ever tried when I come back though. Look how quickly this molly arrow grows. No wonder she wasn't worried about buying it all back. She knew she'd have some more by the next day. Whoops, not too far. Anyone home?
Yes?
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
That's her way of saying I'm a herbalist. Are you taking the mick? Don't want any of this. You can have my raw meat because I've got no use for it. You can have some water because I've got plenty of it. And then we'll see what we can sell you here. Oh, I've got loads of ghoul's blood. I'll sell you 19 of them. That's it, you're all crapped out now. You can have a couple of blow balls, but that's it. I can't sell you anything else because you haven't got any money. What were those two? Oh, that's white gold and dwarven spirit, is it not? Yeah, I'm not bothered about them. Ooh. Nice. Where was that when I needed it? Haven't got any oils that need making. So that'll do for now. See ya.
Farewell.
So now we need to head to White Orchard and see the blacksmith, who is roughly here, I think. Not that far. Keep running. Now using these parkour skills. There we go.
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
Show me your wares, I'll show you
Show me
mine.
what you got.
Your pardon the expression. I got lots to sell you. One of them, one of them. Oh, actually, I don't have a hell of a lot to sell you. It seems I need the money. You can have those as well. What was that? Temerian Lily Key. I've used that, so you can have that. Give you a couple of those. And some linen. Okay, if I need to take that extra 37 coins off you, I'll let you know.
So long.
Oh, Graham. Got a last bit of business to do.
Greetings.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Now, I don't need any of your roach stuff now. I think I'm fully equipped with those. I just want this armor. So, I hope I've got enough. If not, never mind, I have got enough. Fantastic. I've got stuff to sell you anyway. You can have all my junk. Look how much money you have now, mate. You can repair your cart yourself. Although I don't believe you ever do. I'm going to take those repair kits off you as well, because they'll come in handy. Nice one, cheers.
Take care.
Okay, let's put on our new gear. Smart. And that's it. So now we're level 4. We did get a point for that. I didn't notice it happening. We're going to do heightened tolerance in the alchemy tree. Particularly now that we're taking decoctions, that'll come in handy. Alright, that's it. Let's say goodbye to White Orchard. Whoops. You ready, Vesemir?
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Who are they?
Who are they?
Patriots. Drinking their 7th round for Temeria. Fist starting to itch.
Don't see any Nilfgardians.
They'll find another foe. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
Because that always works.
What happened to the lilies?
Took them down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
Nice.
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt!
Oh, language.
Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
Jesus, I
They
think
say
the
Witcher's
answer to
still
that's no.
young'uns. That true? What the Emperor promised you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Idiots. One blast of Igni and they all fall down.
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
You know what they got him for? You started it.
See his face! God save us!
Be gone. And don't ever come back.
And you, we just saved you.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
Uh-oh.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
What's the rush?
Spent the last 6 months in the saddle. Haven't seen you for 2 years. Can't we take a moment to...
Sadly, we cannot. Someone awaits you, Geralt. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse?
I didn't, though I could have.
Well, yeah, I suppose I can hear him out.
Fine. Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
Well, he should.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
See you, Vesemir. I'm sure we'll bump into each other again at some point. Steady, Geralt. This is a family channel.
Had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then,
But then...
Nice. Nicely done.
Yennefer, how big?
We shall talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
You've got to say, the Wild Hunt really need to do something about that frost that precedes their attacks. They'd probably get a lot more done
This
if
bard's tale begins near
the
White
victims
Orchard,
weren't warned
with my dear friend
beforehand.
Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
And now, so are we, presumably. Really, we're going to start every chapter with him in the bath?
It must suffice.
Thinkamere cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all.
La-di-da.
The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Cletwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
Something wrong with my beard?
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown, parents unknown, age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
Okay, so these are the questions you would answer if you didn't simulate your Witcher 2 save. So, I always pick the options that means that the person in question is still alive, on the off chance that they appear at some point throughout this game. So in this case, I spared his life. He escaped.
We fought on opposing sides, true. Then we landed in the same dungeon. Arian escaped, set fire to the castle on his way out.
So that is how the blade started. Our reports suggested the dragon was responsible. Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
I got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roche.
I got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roche, commander of the Blue Stripes, and...
A murderer of non-humans. We know this gentleman well, Witcher. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
I know Triss is in this, so I had to save her.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Marigold. Ought to know I care about her, and I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
She escaped.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
Is that alliance still alive? What happened to Letho?
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Yeah, cheers. Sure we'll meet again at some point.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Where are my clothes?
Where are my clothes?
Where they should have gone long ago, with the laundress. They will be returned to you after the audience, clean and starched. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Yes, he will. However, it's going to take a little while because at this point I'm going to take a break. There's quite a bit of looting to be done both in this room and in the room we were just in, where the barber is. And I think there's quite a few books we're going to find amongst the various chests and that as well. So we will do that next time, and we'll get dressed as well, and then go to this Imperial audience with the Emperor. So, in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. Click like if you have. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell if you have to be notified of another episode going live. And either way, I will see you soon. Bye for now.